Okay, men's dream to be a war hero, right? Have a gang up on people. War heroes are win at gambling because men are not nice. So men's dream is to be a war hero, right? And win at gambling with their war buddies, right? Last Saturday, the man explained removing his gloves one finger at a time. His gloves were off. He unconsciously rubbed the palm of his left hand. Renarded, huh? She's gonna win at gambling, right? So he's in pain. As I mentioned, he explained to Eberly, "You caught me at a bad time, sir, but I will be more than happy to honor my debt fully in short order. We could shake on it if you would like," Kane said, offering his hand as Colorado to his word. Eberly just stared at the proffered hand. Kane, after an awkward moment, let it drop to his side. "Son of a bitch," Kane thought angrily to himself. Right then, the winning noise out in the street commenced again, and Kane turned and glanced out of the window. A man seated in wagon filled with coal was flogging an old roan nag with a rawhide whip. The road was muddy, and the wagon's wheels embedded in the muck, and it was obvious that the load was far too much for the animal. The horse's back was flayed almost raw. The man continued to strike the poor creature. Kane couldn't stand to witness his treatment of a horse. He was fond of horses, felt they had almost more common sense and loyalty than most people he knew. Under the different circumstances, he could have called out, dared the man to desist, might even have rushed out into the street, confronted him. He had his own concerns right now. Antoinette was in Shockoe Bottom, down near the waterfront. Rough, squat section of Richmond composed of cheap doggeries and gaming houses, cockfighting pits and faro banks, and brothels like the one he was in. And this being springtime, the roads were muddy, deeply rutted. Street vendors and fishwives were pushing carts and calling out their wares. Dead fish and sewage stench at the river floated in the air of the fine, bright morning. Dowlings, a boarding house we lived on for the past 2 years, is about just 2 streets over. Ships were anchored at the wharves and small boats plied the James. To the west, past the canal, saw a train crossing the Richmond and the Dunfield Railroad Bridge. Beyond that, the smokestacks, the Tredegar Iron Works. Farther out, in the middle of the river, Belle Isle, from Antoinette he spied a young Negro boy holding 2 horses. Going on about like Waterloo to me. Made it out to rule, not to conduct business on credit, Eberly said.